Chapter 15, Section 2, Problem number 11. This is Milani. This problem, I have it just the quotient rule by itself. That means my denominator is become my u. And right away, I indicated this is my u. I need to solve for the dt. Then get the derivative. U is become du. The derivative of a t to exponent 3, t to exponent 2, derivative of a 3t, 3, derivative of a 3 is going to be 0. But don't forget, because I do have a 2 terms here, you have to keep it inside the parentheses dt. Now, I have to solve for the dt, divide both sides by this. Now, when I divide it by both sides, what I like to do, if there is any GCF here, I like to factor it. This way, it will help me much better later on. Then, the denominator carry it down. Then right here, the denominator is become my u. dt value is du over 3 parentheses. As you can see, I factor my GCF. Then this way it is obvious I can reduce these 2 parentheses by each other. When I reduce, I like to write it down what is left. Now, the first thing we do after here, the coefficient, it goes out. If the denominator is 3, then my coefficient is 1 over 3. Now, I have a fraction. My numerator is 1, means I am dealing with the natural log. Do not lose your coefficient, carry it down. Natural log of an absolute value u plus c. Now, go replace your u by your u substitution, and that is going to be your answer. Now, your answer can be 1/3 natural log, or this whole natural log can be as a numerator, 3 is the denominator plus c. Whichever you write it, both will be fine. Problem number 12. I'm dealing with the product rule, the same time chain rule. Then inside my chain rule is become my u. Get the derivative. First side du, second side, the derivative of x is going to be dx. Now, go to your original problem. This x carry it down. Inside is u, this exponent 5 carry it down, dx value is du. We already talked about it several times. We cannot get the antiderivative of a 2 different letter. I have a du, u stay, I have to get rid of this x. I do not have any more x, which I can reduce it. Then, what I want you to do, pause this video and think about it. How can you get rid of this x? Think about it for a few minutes. I'm hoping you can figure it out. If you don't figure it out, and then turn on your integrity. Now, the best thing you do here, because I cannot reduce, then I'm going to find the value of the x. That means right here. From here, I can find the value for the x. Hold on to the x, move the positive 2 to the other side, it's become -2. This is the value of x. Then, replace the x by the value. You have a more than 1/3. Keep it inside the parentheses. I have a product rule, but here is exponent 1. That means I can distribute u to the exponent 5 by inside. U to the exponent 5 times u to the exponent 6, u to the exponent 5 times minus 2, minus 2u to the exponent 5 du. Then right here, I have to get the antiderivative. The antiderivative of a u to the exponent 6 is become u to the exponent 7 over 7. This minus 2 is the coefficient. I carry it down. Antiderivative of a u to the exponent 5 is going to be u to the exponent 6 over 6 plus c. Right here, reduce this 2 by this 6. I can reduce it, which is going to be this. I cannot reduce anything here. Then now from here, replace the u by the u substitution, which is x plus 2. But make sure, because you have an exponent, x plus 2 has to be inside the parentheses.